Hello everybody. We've now had our government guidance for September, so I can now explain to you what will happen for your child's transition into school and their start dates in September. You should have already received an email from me with a link to our welcome videos and story videos for your child, and we've added these as part of our transition because we can't do our usual preschool visits that would happen during the summer term. We will keep adding some more stories throughout the summer just to help your child get used to who their new teacher will be in September. In my email, it explained to you your child's start day and their group. So in September, all of year 1 to 6 will come back to school on Wednesday the 2nd of September. But we don't have any reception children in school on that day. We do this every year to help the rest of the school settle in so that we can then get the new children in the following day. But this year, because of all the changes and because of how long some children have been out of school or nursery, we've decided to split the classes in half into a Group A and a Group B, and the children will come just for a few sessions in a smaller group, and we think that will help their transition into school. So in the email, it explained whether your child was in Group A or Group B and what their dates were for their visits, their first days of school. So you should know whether your child's in Group A or Group B. So Group A will come to school on Thursday the 3rd of September and Monday the 7th of September, and they'll come from 8:45 until 1:30. So they'll stay for the morning session and then they'll also stay for lunch, just for those 2 days, and that will be half of each class in. Then on Friday the 4th of September and Tuesday the 8th of September, we'll have Group B in, the other half of each class, 8:45 till 1:30. So again, for that morning session and lunch, just the same. Then on Wednesday the 9th of September, Group A and B will combine. So we'll have the whole of each class in, 8:45 to 1:30. And again, just that morning session and lunch for that day. And then from Thursday the 10th of September onwards, the children will be in all day, all children. Now you will notice that those times are a little bit different to our normal start and finish times. And at the moment we're having to limit the amount of children and parents coming onto the site at the same time. So for reception, that will mean an 8:45 drop off and a 3:15 pick up at the moment. Now if your child hasn't been to our school nursery, you will be getting a phone call from the teachers either on the Wednesday the 2nd of September or sometime throughout the rest of that week. And that's in place of our home visit that we usually conduct. So usually some staff come and have a chat to you at home and meet your child and have a little chat about them. Unfortunately, obviously this year we can't do that. So instead of that, you'll be getting a phone call instead to talk about your child and help us learn a little bit more about them before they come. This is only for children who haven't been to our nursery, as everyone that came to our nursery did have a home visit before they started nursery with us. So when you drop off your child, you'll need to enter the side gate, which is near the cycle track. And if you drop them off at between 8:45 and 9, get that bit of a stagger. We ask you to walk round to the reception classrooms. Now the different thing is at the moment you can't come and drop the children off in the classroom as you normally would. So you are going to have to say goodbye to your child near the blue fence and let them walk over to their classroom by themselves. Lots of our nursery children have been used to doing that. The children that have continued coming into nursery since our wider opening in June, they are used to having to say goodbye and walk in without their grown-up coming in. So hopefully that will be okay. But we want to prepare you, and obviously you need to talk to your child about saying goodbye outside and walking in by themselves. Then you will continue around the one-way system and you'll go out the green gate into the car park and through the car park out of the site. And you'll follow that same route when you collect your child. But we do ask that you continue to follow social distancing when on the school site. We are staggering the start times for different year groups to make sure we haven't got too many people on the site. Now, we are aware that some children will find it hard to say goodbye to their grown-up away from the classroom. And unfortunately, we have absolutely no option of letting you come into the classroom to settle them as we normally would. So if your child is upset, what we ask is that you stand back onto the grass bank, you get off the pathway, and that means that one-way system can continue without getting a backlog. And then one of our members of staff, when they can come over, they will, and they'll try and support you to say goodbye and comfort your child and take them into the classroom. But obviously we want you to try and prepare your children for saying goodbye there, and just you getting used to that, because it is different to what would normally happen. On the next slide, Mr. Chamberlain's going to show you a video and walk you on the route that you will need to do in September.
Hi there, it's Mr. Chamberlain here. I'm the head teacher at Barnby Road. I'm just giving you a little bit of direction for those new starter parents for reception for September. So this is the entrance that you'll come through. In the morning it will be 8:45 that you will be dropping off your children, and it will be 3:15 pick up in the afternoon. This entrance is just off of the cycle track. If you notice, Miss Wood is just going to pan round. You will come up past the normal entrance, up the hill, and you just come down onto the cycle track and through this side entrance, and this is the route that you will be taking for September when your children start school. If you follow me now, I'll show you where you will go and how you will drop them off. So you'll continue on this way, walking around. There'll be some members of staff possibly here in September, just directing and making sure you're going the right way and everything. There will be a member of staff on the side gate. That will be Mrs. Beckett, who will be there welcoming you into school. If you carry on following me, I'll show you where you go. So through the blue gate, this is where the parrots and the penguins will be going, and then I'll be going into each of the two classroom doors there, and the members of staff, the class teachers, will be there to welcome your children. So this is where you'll be sending them into school in the morning and picking up in the afternoon. Follow me this way and I'll just show you where the owls classroom is. So this is where the owls will be dropped off into school. The member of staff will be at the doorway. You can drop your child off here. And then once you've dropped the children off, if you could follow the one-way system and follow me now, I'll show you how you will walk around the school and where you will exit school. Just so we're maintaining that one-way system, you'll drop your children off, you'll carry on walking around this way, you'll then exit through this gate into the car park and walk through the car park on your way out. If you do have any concerns between now and September about where you have to come in, how you have to come in, please get in touch with the school office and we'll do our best to answer any queries that you have. Thank you.
We are really looking forward to seeing you in September, And we know that it's a bit trickier this year because you haven't had the same preschool visits for your child. But we're looking forward to meeting them all, and we're prepared to support them in that transition in September. If you do have any questions, please do contact us at the school office or on my email, which you'll see below this video, and we'll be happy to help as much as we can. See you in September.